Hello, Ramblers. So today we have a gorgeous day here in the Pacific Northwest. We're gonna get the RV ready for camping season and we're gonna get it washed. But we thought, what a better day than to tell you about our favorite RV campgrounds in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, also it's collaboration time. So we're gonna have other channels join us, and those channels are Camping with the Compers with Shelly and Mike, Our RV Sunsets with Tony and Mike, RV Wagon Tales with David and Tina.
And our special guest this month is going to be Kevin and Larica with Retired Road Tripping. And just in case you don't know who we are, I'm Jody.
And I'm Ron.
And we are
Just Rambling Around.
All right, we also have one more special guest that's gonna tell you a favorite campground that they like to go to. And at the end, we're gonna tell you some of the Pacific Northwest campgrounds we're gonna be going to this coming year, and they are good.
All right, so let's get rambling, Ramblers.
Some of our favorite campgrounds in the Pacific Northwest are in no particular order, but I'm gonna start with the very first one that we shared with you. You can go back and watch our trip to Newport, Oregon at Beverly Beach State Park. We've been there a dozen times. It is one of the most beautiful state parks, mainly because of the fact that you can put your RV in the middle of the woods in a really nice location, and you can walk to the beach underneath this bridge overpass. And we have seen many beautiful sunsets on that beach. Also, there's trails for you to walk along. You can ride your bike, and there's yurts for other family members that want to meet up with you. And the yurts are really nice, and so are the bathroom facilities. So this is a great place to go stay in Newport, Oregon. You're only 15 to 20 minutes from town. You can enjoy the Newport Aquarium. There's also Devil's Punch Bowl. There's some lighthouses. It is just a wonderful stop in Newport, Oregon. You need to go check out Beverly Beach State Park. Definitely one of our favorites. Now, Ron's gonna tell you about a favorite that we have a little further north from Beverly Beach State Park.
It's probably about maybe a couple hours north, and it's in Warrenton. It's Fort Stevens State Park. It's probably one of the best state parks in Oregon. And as far as the northern coast of Oregon, that's probably one of the best areas you can even camp at. And its general location to Astoria, Seaside, Gerhardt, you got golfing, and you have so many activities nearby. But not to mention, you could probably just spend a week in the park in itself, bicycling, hiking, and you got historical monuments from the Civil War era. And then after you're done looking at all the monuments, you can drive right up onto, well, provided you got a four-wheel drive, you could drive right up onto the beach and check out the Peter Iredale shipwreck. So Fort Stevens State Park is probably one of the best state parks in Oregon on the coast by far.
So don't forget to check that out. I would say Fort Stevens is one of my favorites as well. You go across a bridge 15 minutes over to Astoria, Oregon. There's lots to do there. There's the Astoria Column, there's the Maritime Museum, there is the Oregon Film Museum, and you can go find the Goonies house just like we did. Go check out Astoria.
And another thing we need to mention about Fort Stevens is right below it, like I said, was Seaside. And Seaside has 1,000 Trails campsite as well that you could go check out the coast in that area too. So that's another option available for you.
Yes, so Seaside, Oregon, the food, the activities, there's games, there's arcades, the beach is wonderful. It's just a neat little town. And the 1,000 Trails does have a swimming pool and lots of activities for the whole family.
Another honorable mention in Newport area is South Beach State Park Campground. That's just south of the bay, probably about maybe 10 miles away from the Beverly Beach. It's something worth to check out as well. They have plenty of campsites and beach access, biking, hiking, everything you need for your beach stay.
So we're gonna move away from the coast now. As you can see, we love the coast, and that's kind of a theme for us. But we're gonna head to Bend, Oregon now. We love Bend, Oregon. We've been going there for years. And in Bend, we had a mission this last time. Our mission was to visit several breweries, go to a concert, enjoy the downtown Bend area. And we heard of this campground called The Camp. The Camp is right there in the middle of town. You would think it'd be really noisy, but honestly, it was quite nice. It was really done well. They have grills for you to use, has a nice little patio area area for you to sit in. And the spots are pretty spacious and you have your own little area to sit. But because it's so close to the town, it makes it really convenient to just have to walk about 15-20 minutes to some of the major stuff in the middle of town. And that's what we wanted to do. We had the mission of staying in the middle of town. And I have to say, if you also want to do that, the camp would be the place to stay.
Yeah, so the camp is more of an urban experience. So you're just right there in the city. Like Jody said, plenty of things that you can walk to. That was our goal because we didn't want to do a lot of driving. And what a great time. We'll definitely visit it again.
Now going up from Bend, Oregon, 30 to 45 minutes from Bend, Oregon is Redmond. And we love Redmond. That area is a lot of fun. But we camped actually about another 15-20 minutes out of Redmond, Oregon, and one of Ron's favorite places.
So the Crooked River Ranch is right on the Crooked River, and it actually overlooks the river. You can park your RV just within feet away from it. It has a swimming pool, it has a golf course, you're within walking distance to restaurants, tap houses, and then also it's only about 20 minutes away from Smith Rock, and that's the Smith Rock State Park. You can hike as little or as much as you want there, and that's an awesome area. Make it part of your yearly camping adventure.
So Crooked River Ranch is a place we really enjoy, and it has a couple different restaurants and places to enjoy around there. We really love going to Over the Edge Tap House, which is just a 5-minute drive from there. If you're a golfer, this is the place to golf. So Crooked River Ranch is definitely one of our favorites. And like I said, while we're there, we do go hiking at Smith Rock. We go about 20 minutes away and enjoy Redmond, Oregon. And you could drive and go enjoy Bend. It's only an hour from there, but it's one of our favorites that we tend to go to quite often. If you are someone who's been wanting to go see Mount St. Helens, this is a great campground. You don't have too far of a drive to go enjoy Mount St. Helens. I think it was only about an hour to Johnston Ridge. And it's called Silver Lake RV Resort. What we liked about this was also you could have friends and family join you. They have cute little cabins people can stay in. There is plenty of space and room for your RV. It has an area where you can go barbecue, you can sit and relax in the open space. But what I liked the most about it was we actually went and rented boats not far from there. And what was neat was we were able to take our pontoon boat and go through the lily pads and pass our RV site. We were out in the water there at Silver Lake for 4 hours, and that was a lot of fun. But it's a really beautiful area, and I like the convenience of being able to drive to Mount St. Helens from there. And so we had a really good time. It was very convenient, especially, like I said, if you want to go do some hiking and exploring around Mount St. Helens. And now we're going to head back to the Oregon coast with one more that we have to throw in, and we just recently were there with the Roadsmiths in Florence, Oregon. And this one I wanted to throw in because we went to Woahink. We really enjoyed that because it was really easy off the road. It was very quiet. It was well maintained. Now, something that's really good about this spot is if you're someone who has a four-wheeler or a Razor side-by-side, this is the place for you. Basically, right from your campground, you just ride it up into the dunes and you enjoy those gorgeous sand dunes. We were able to just go down the street only about 15-20 minutes from the campground. We went on a sand dune ride with Sandland Adventures, and that was a lot of fun.
We're definitely returning there. I'd like to go with a Razor next time.
And last but certainly not least, we just recently showed you Central Washington. And in Central Washington, we were able to explore areas that Ron has been wanting to explore for a very long time. We stayed at a state park that was very surprising to us, now our most favorite state park. But we were able to enjoy the lake and watch people paddleboarding, kayaking, skiing. It was such a neat area to explore. Steamboat Rock State Park is now one of our top places to stay, especially if you're in Central Washington. I have to say that was very nicely located. We were only about 20 minutes over to Grand Coulee Dam, and before that we explored Dry Falls, a place that Ron's been wanting to explore for a long time. Ron, did you want to tell him about Dry Falls for a minute?
Well, Dry Falls has a special place in my heart because I love an ancient apocalypse. Dry Falls was like ground zero for this ancient apocalypse. Comet hits the earth, hits North America, obliterates the ice sheet, floods the area, torrents of water come down from Canada, scours Washington, and that's what you see right now. Yeah, and then Steamboat Rock State Park also has Steamboat Rock. And I was able to climb to the top, magnificent views. You could see for 20 miles all around.
If you were gonna go to Central Washington, I would highly recommend you staying at Steamboat Rock State Park. But a second place I would also say would be Sun Lake, Sun Lake's Resort. Sun Lake's Resort was also very nice. There was swimming, there was boating. We grabbed some inner tubes while we were there and we enjoyed just laying on the lake and relaxing. And we rode our bikes around. So definitely it is another stop that I would consider going to, or another campground would be Sun Lakes RV Resort. So this is a really good time for us to mention that we were blessed and we were able to spend a little time with Jason from RV Miles. And when we met up with him, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna take advantage of this moment and I'm gonna ask him what his favorite campground is. And we were lucky enough to be able to share that with you guys.
So my favorite campground that we've been to in the last almost 8 years on the road now is Army Corps of Engineers campground in Alabama, Demopolis, Alabama, called Fosque Creek. It has the largest sites that I have ever seen. The sites, I think the site we booked was like 160 feet long, the actual parking pad. And Alabama all around has some really great Army Corps of Engineers campgrounds. They're absolutely huge. They're immaculately taken care of, and they're super, super cheap with really nice staff. Fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
So that was real cool. Jason and Abby from RV Miles was there at the Seattle RV show. What a great guy to play along with us. So thanks again, Jason.
Yes, thank you, Jason. Whew, just like that, we're all done. I'm exhausted.
Oh, good job, dear. You're such a good little helper.
Real quick, something we want to tell you is we will be exploring more great campgrounds in the Pacific Northwest, and I am so excited because the first stop is a place that I've wanted to stay at for a very long time, and we're going to have an ocean view. On top of that, it is the #1 place to go see whales in Oregon. I'm so excited. So make sure you hit notification to check that out. What else should they do as soon as they're done watching our video?
Well, I think you need to head over to some of those other channels that we mentioned earlier and check out their videos as well, because they have other campgrounds that they want to show you.
All right, Ramblers, thanks for rambling with us today.